Again, a mysterious hard drive crash at a government agency right in the middle of another scandal. First it was Lois Lerner's hard drive at the IRS, and now the computer of Lerner's former co-worker at the FEC, the Federal Election Commission, also now said to have crashed. Republican lawmakers investigating. They're very suspicious. How could this possibly keep happening? And to the people at the center of these scandals. Representative Mark Meadows joins us. Nice to see you, sir.
It's good to be back with you, Greta.
Okay, so whose emails, whose hard drive went down at the FEC?
Well, April Sands, she actually worked with Lois Lerner back in her FEC days. But what's troubling is another day, another hard drive crash. So we've got the IRS, we've got the EPA, and now we've got the FEC, who's really designed to make sure that elections are free, fair, and unbiased, and yet we can tell from her tweets that they were not.
All right, so the reason why April Sands is so significant is, number one, she's a lawyer. Number two, at least she at some time worked with Lois Lerner at the IRS. We don't know if there's any dirty work there. But April Sands recently had to quit the FEC. Why?
Well, she had to quit and resign because she actually violated the Hatch Act, which says that she was actually using government, benefits in terms of actually addressing their political targeting, and it's troubling.
All right, let me give you a couple of these tweets that she said. I have 6 right here. Let me give you the fourth one, which is Monday, June 4th, 2012. 3:31 p.m., so presumably that's at work on a Monday afternoon. And she says, I just don't understand how anyone but straight white men can vote Republican. What kind of delusional rhetorical does one use? That's one of them. Then let's take a look at number 2 that I have. August 21st, 2012, 10:23 a.m., I assume at work on a Tuesday morning. And in terms of whether she is doing her work or politicking, she says, donate to Claire McCaskill today. That, of course, is a senator from Missouri, a Democrat. And these go on and on. Let me tell you the 6th one. Here's the 6th one. If you're still calling yourself a Republican after the war on women, their stated RNC platform and birtherism, you are my enemy. Done. And there are more Twitters like this. This woman was on a roll, but she's not being prosecuted for the Hatch Act.
Well, and part of that is because when the Office of Inspector General went to get the hard drive, it was mysteriously missing, and this is
missing or crashed.
We're trying to figure out. It supposedly has been refurbished. We've asked for that hard drive to come back, and so we're waiting to see. But again, they knew that an investigation was going on, and yet the evidence mysteriously disappears.
Well, I don't know why. I mean, look, first of all, she had the hard drive. That would probably make the prosecution a lot easier. But if the question of whether she should be prosecuted for the Hatch Act, not just allowed to resign from the FEC, the mere evidence that at 10:23 a.m. on a Tuesday, she's telling people to donate to Claire McCaskill today. That's called politicking. That one, I mean, the other's just insulting to Republicans, but that one is clear politicking. You don't need a hard drive for that one.
Well, you don't, and so we're not going to drop this. We're going to go after it. You can say one event is maybe coincidental, 2 may be coincidental, but now we're starting to see a pattern, and the pattern is concerning many of us on the Oversight and Government Reform Committee.
Here's the first one. Our POTUS's birthday is August 4th. He'll be 51. I'm donating at least $51 to give him the best birthday present ever, a second term. And what's interesting on this tweet and the other ones, if you look at the bottom, it says there's been 10 retweets. So she sends this out July 18, 12:14 p.m., a Wednesday, and all these are getting retweeted.
Well, they're getting retweeted, and the possibility of people next to her in the next cubicle and so forth of not knowing how she feels personally would be very remote. And this is not a low level. This is an attorney.
That's what's so troubling is that these government workers who work with people like April Sands, they've got to know something is wrong. I mean, this is the FEC. They can't, she can't operate in a vacuum, yet no one speaks up.
Well, she's an attorney who's set out to enforce the law. She knows the law better than anyone else and yet violates it.
All right, well, I don't know if you need a hard drive to investigate this one any further, at least the prosecutor. But anyway, nice to see you, sir.
It's good to see you.